This is so much easier. It's like, why didn't you tell me sooner? Tam just told me I could do it on this side. Like, really? You watch me struggle for 3 things before you tell me that? What's wrong with you?
I'm working the camera.
Yeah!
This is a documentary.
Welcome back to Sunshine and Happiness. Today we are on the 3rd and final porch makeover of the season. So the scenery looks a little familiar because we are on the opposite side of our mudroom now. This space might be our most dramatic makeover of all. As I said with porch makeover number 2, we are still very much behind schedule here and finally getting to this makeover. So just like the back patio, this one was a little bit of a forgotten sight. It was in the front of the house, so I did decorate it a little bit more since it was visible from the road. We put extra chairs here that we had just to make it look cute and nice, and it slowly evolved from there to become a place for some retired pillows and eventually adding little bits and pieces, sort of like if you give a mouse a cookie, they're gonna want, it evolves. We're now at the place where if you give a mouse a cookie, it's gonna want a party. So this is gonna be our most dramatic makeover. We aren't retiring any pieces in this place. They're all gonna be brand new or refurbished from what we already had, giving them a whole new look to sort of really make this place over from top to bottom. So the thing I'm most excited about with this front side patio piece is that it has a specific purpose in mind. Each of our patios sort of has their own little job. Like our front porch is a place we like to chillax for like a quick little hangout, some coffee. Our back porch is a place we're going to enjoy some meals. And then this front space, the vision for it to use it more and really enjoy the work we're going to put into it is going to be our s'mores hangout. I cannot wait to finish this up and use it for our first time, and hopefully for a lot of times. Even though we're late, the good news is we can use the s'more hangout well into late fall. So let's get started.
Hey, I got a confession. Been losing my momentum. Just because it's easy, that don't make it better. I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt. Take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our life.
It's gonna fall apart if you shake it too hard. They need some TLC.
In real life. Go get your DeLorean. Makes me sound ancient, but sons and daughters.
At the time when we built this, we didn't have all the tools to dig deep enough
Oh, I thought you were gonna say knowledge.
for the retaining wall.
Yeah, this was crazy.
Well, obviously now we have more experience. There's only, we work with what we have. We didn't have enough
Anything.
savings.
Yeah. I know.
New homeowners.
Yep. Lots of things to fix up. I told the story in the last one about us demoing the patio, the cement patio that was here before.
Are you able to get this?
We were left with rubble. We thought the whole project, the whole entire patio, demo to reconstruction into pavers, was going to take about $1,500 was our budget. And this was in 2011. We were super wrong. Yeah. So it turns out just hauling the cement off the property cost us like $1,500 to $2,000. So we left the rubble sit for almost an entire year. Maybe it was like a year and a half. before we got to do the pavers in the fall of the following year.
Can't get these.
I think they lasted pretty well. Got that vinegar up my nose.
Vinegar, salt, and soap.
Looks like a soapy baby. We had a lot of unexpected rain today. It wasn't supposed to start until after dark today, but it poured most of the day. So I have a few hours left of daylight. So I'm going to start with something small for this makeover. So I'm going to get started with one of our little end tables / plant stands, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get back to some of the other parts of this porch makeover. This is so much easier. Like, why didn't you tell me sooner? Tam just told me I could do it on this side. Like, really? You watch me struggle for 3 things before you tell me that? What's wrong with you?
I'm working the camera.
Yeah!
This is a documentary. You can't interfere. You can't interfere.
Okay, so 3 hours later, she tightens 8 screws. So, great.
Nothing?
It's a little tiny bit and it's rock hard. Alright, back to the basement. So, let's try that again. Oh my god. Look at the paint stirrer. Paint stirrers. It's only my 10th trip to the basement. I don't have a plan. It's just winging it. That's looking cute. Oh, nice. Going better than I expected. You guys, it is hot out here on day 2 of Porch Makeover, and of course I'm scrubbing all the dirty things and sanding all the rusty things in the blazing sun. So I'm gonna need a cold tea break soon. Alright, so here we are in the official scrubbing section of our driveway right next to the minivan, and I have about 2 minutes to clean up these chairs, so it's really good they're not dirty because the kids are getting hangry. So we're just gonna give them a little clean. They were brand spanking new back in April when I got all the supplies for this makeover, but it's taken so long to get to this point that they have now accumulated some dirt and debris. So we're just gonna give them a quick scrub and move on to lunch break. After cleaning the rocks off of this plant stand, I gave both metal pieces a good sanding and rinse in preparation for their makeover. Oops, I forgot to hit play. It's gonna be for this beauty, which I was quite convinced up until about a week ago was completely dead. But to my surprise, the root ball was alive. So we're gonna transplant these babies. I just recently became obsessed with the ability of these little tiny stones to like transform a potted plant. Looks really cute. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And I'll see if I can trim this down more over time, but so far she's looking cute. Alright, next up, this white bird of paradise. She's all brand new. So this one's going to be easy because it's going to be a complete transformation and we need some supplies we don't have right now. So we're just going to be cleaning it up, emptying it out basically. Still going to need more supplies, so it's definitely not going to be here. So now I'm actually at the point where I'm gonna start putting everything back together and on the porch, but it's also the hottest day yet. It feels like it's over 100 degrees, and there goes the sun. It feels like it's over 100 degrees with the humidity, so I'm gonna need to take it a little bit slow and definitely stay hydrated. And we might not put everything back on here today because we have a really special finishing touch that we're gonna have to finish up in a few days from now, and we're expecting some pouring down rain tonight, and I just painted some fabulous pieces that are still curing. So we'll see how this goes. Do you ever try to make a bed that's up against one wall? That's what this is like. It's difficult because the only way I can do it is by standing on it and then my weight's on it. So I'm still at it trying to make this rug look to be straight. Just a little backstory. This paver patio has been here for about 12 years and we built it ourselves. I think Tam, mostly because I was like roughly 9 months pregnant at the time, did a really, really great job. It has stood the test of time with the exception of the last row, half row of pavers, because we didn't have the equipment to dig down deep enough below all of the cement rubble to bury the little retainer wall to lock it all in place. So over the years, the last half row of pavers has started to sink down, and it was always the intention to go back and fix it later, but of course you get busy and later becomes later and later and later. So the hope is for us to fix that last row, actually extend it to be a full entire paver row, and then build a new retaining wall, hopefully before the first snow, but possibly it will wait till spring. We'll see how our schedule goes along the way. In the meantime, this rug will help sort of hide some imperfections with the unevenness on that last half row, and it smooths out any jagged edges, which is great, but it also does bring attention to the fact that it's less than perfectly square as some of those edges start to sink down. So I'm trying to decide if I want to line the rug up in the front or have it not actually be straight but make it look like it's straight, sort of an optical illusion. So these are the things you deal with when you have an old house and you DIY. Are you an instructions person or a wing it person? It's a very important question. These pillows might be the last little piece of the puzzle we get together today. Sadly, it kills me because I waited so long, and I can't wait to see the final masterpiece and then to have our little s'more party to celebrate at the end. But like I said, we just painted yesterday, and I want to allow a good 48 hours to cure before it's going to pour rain on them, so I can't put out our little end table pieces that had a little makeover, and then the plants go with those and some final finishing touches, as well as the little cherry on top of this whole thing at the end is a little bit more involved and requires my lovely assistant Tam. Alright, so the instructions on the pillow thing was basically beat up your pillow. Just go to town. You got frustrations and aggression? Get one of these pillows. Alright, so beat it up and get one of our handy dandy pillow covers. I gotta tell you, I am obsessed with these. I love buying decorative accent pillows, but I'm not going to go buy new ones every year. One, that would eat up my flower budget. Two, it would be a little bit wasteful. So I was a little bit annoyed when I kept finding pillow covers when I was shopping for the actual pillows. But in hindsight, I'm actually really glad because I got to explore some new options, and the pro side of that is that I realized I can update them more often, and I'm not trying to figure out where to retire another pillow, and I can change up the decor, and I can put these away and get them back out later for different seasons, and I'm not being wasteful. It's a little bit more budget friendly to score like a 4-pack of these cute pillows. So there's one. The other one. So these are really cool. If I actually manage to have my Amazon storefront up and running by the time I publish this video, I will link these for you in the comments, and if not, you can ask me where I got them and I'll tell you anyway, because they're adorable and you might need them too. So these are waterproof and they are intended for outdoor, both the pillow and the pillow cover, and that's really important because they're water repellent. They're not going to soak up 20 pounds of rain every time it rains and then get moldy and weigh a ton and be gross. So that's something you do have to keep an eye on if you're retiring pieces. Like if they're still water repellent, they're still good to use outside. The ones that I retired on the back porch are getting to the end of that lifespan, or at least one of them is, which I didn't realize until after one of the rainstorms, and it was like pretty heavy and wet. So I made sure I like set it on its side and let the water drain out a little bit if it's after a heavy rain. But otherwise the rest of them are pretty good. But that's something to consider when you are maybe buying them used at a yard sale or repurposing them in another space. Just make sure they still have that water repellent ability, because that's what makes them outdoor pillows. All right, this one needs a little bit more flipping. There we go. Yeah, that storm's coming. It's a good thing I'm almost done here. There we go. How stinking cute. I cannot wait to finish the rest of it. Ta-da! Don't go anywhere yet, because we still have one more little sneaky peek in detail to show you, but make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of this project. So this is the guy that's going to be getting a little makeover.
It's Low Budget Kevin.
Low Budget Kevin, that's his name. So we're gonna make him Fancy Schmancy Kevin. He's gonna get a makeover to go with our new porch. The girls are working on their little gnomies. Want to show us your gnome, Ada?